Well, hello, everyone out there. All you wisdom walkers have been wisdom walking, need to be wisdom walking, will be wisdom walking. As you see, I'm still getting myself settled in. This is Jojopah Maria and Saroma coming to you with astrology for self mastery for May 1st through the 16th. Wow. Wow. What isn't going on? Look at all of these notes that I have. And this is condensed. This is condensed. I got 5 pages here. I had to condense it down. There's even one aspect I was going to share that I just had to say, forgot to make the picture. I might mention it, but wow, there is so much going on. I can't tell you. For those of you out there who are really feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, tired, crazy, just know you're not alone. You're not alone. And in the position that I'm in my life, I usually get to go through some things a little ahead of schedule compared to kind of the timing of the planets and the aspects. So I'm very familiar with the, make sure you can hear me. I'm very familiar with the energies that are happening at this time. And so want to be able to share with you um, that 3 words: break up, break down, break through. Yes, that is the energy. That's the energy that is going on in May. That's going to get us into June. I've got several insights and uh, aspects of the planets that are going on. So I thought I could keep this, and I need to let that go. It's not about it being short. It's about I'm going to give you all of the information I believe is important for you to have so that you can allow the breaking up, the breaking down, and the breaking through. So there's a lot that has happened in this first part of the month, and so I'm going to take my time and just give it to you. If you got any questions, throw them up in the chat. If you're doing this live, afterwards, if you watch this, put them in the comment section below the video itself. I will leave references for the things that I'm talking to in the description box below the video. And I will be putting up timestamps. So if what you want to get access to right away is about the eclipse that is happening Sunday night into Monday, it will be time stamped for you. So somebody saying, "Hi, Jojopah, Facebook user. How are you? Good to see you. Good to feel you. I can't see you, but I can feel that you're here." Also, my great nephew said that he would be watching. And so a shout out to you, Adrian, little shaman in training, another one. Love it, love it, love it. So without further ado, let me dive right into all this great information that I have for you. Really, really cool stuff. So, first thing that happened from May 1st to the 7th, we had 5 sextiles in a 7-day period. Now, why does that matter? Here's what a sextile is. Sextiles are considered a soft aspect, one whose effects are comfortable and beneficial. In fact, this aspect is such an easy one that you might not even notice its influence on your life. You might just think it's natural that you have such a smooth time in a particular area influenced by the 2 planets involved. In general, sextiles encourage cooperation and make hard work feel easy. Even sextiles between planets with more challenging energies make it easier to access the planet's good size. So, sextile flow energy. It's like in this kind of a arrangement or this kind of arrangement. But anyway, so this is a flow energy that we got the first 7 days of this month. Yeah. And we only have one hard aspect within the first 16 days of this month. but there's other stuff that makes it a little challenging. Anyway, but here's the thing. Overall, when I'm going to go through these, and I'll go through them pretty quickly, the idea here is that we got at the beginning of May flow energy. Flow energy. So I want you to think back and remember what you were feeling and doing May 1st through the 7th as I go through what the aspects were. So the first one, we had Venus in Pisces, still in Pisces at that time, sextiling Pluto in Capricorn. And as it says here, this transit deepens your love to an intense level. Companionship becomes more important to you as you feel a longing to share love with someone special. Any new romance, new would be a whirlwind experience and greatly change your life. Yeah. So those of you out there who had that experience, wonderful. Now, sometimes this isn't just about a relationship to another person. It could be relationship to a job, relationship to a group of people, and most importantly, a relationship to yourself, which is definitely what I experienced. I just fell more deeply in love with myself. So proud of myself for all the good healing work that I've been doing very consciously since the beginning of April. So then the next sextile, also involving Pluto, we've got Jupiter in Pisces sextiling it. And this transit further fuels us with some collective get go energy to take action. Jupiter sextile Pluto is a message that the universe is on our side. There is a vibrant sense of flow that you can choose to tap into. Again, see, we got this flow energy going on. Jupiter, again, is about expansion. When it's in Pisces, it's about an inner expansion, right? And by expansion, I mean our ability to what? To choose love over fear, to be compassionate, kind, open, curious, right? None of that negativity going on. This is us being opened up internally because, and I'll talk about quickly, Jupiter's going to has gone into Aries. And so now we get to push that energy out into the world. Yeah, really cool stuff. Next, Mars in Pisces, sextiled Uranus in Taurus. Now, before I read what's on here, let me tell you a little bit about Mars in Pisces, because it really seems like an oxymoron. Like, how can that possibly be? How can the god of thunder and war actually exist in beautiful, loving, sweet, flowing, transcendent Pisces, right? So it's a really interesting aspect. And so I did a little research just to share with you. It says Mars in Pisces is a bit tricky for Mars to be in. So from April 14th to May 24th, we expect some turbulence. Mars usually likes to hang out in fire and air signs. So watery Pisces is kind of killing the vibe. In astrology, Mars runs drive and assertion. So during the weeks that the warrior planet is in Pisces, we will all feel less motivated to go after our goals. Then another thing I thought was interesting about this, it says this transit can hold us back from attaining our desires because we may let our fear of failure consume us. So we've got to just know that it's just how that energy is feeling when you have Mars in Pisces. So I thought that was interesting. But as it says here, this transit increases your desire for fun and excitement. This is the perfect time to make changes in your life because they will happen quickly and fairly smoothly. This is also a good time to break away from relationships that you feel limit your self-expression or freedom. That's really, really important. This also applies to jobs or other things holding you back from success and happiness. Trust your instincts and don't be afraid to take a risk. Fortune favors The brave. Yes, yes, yes. So even though Mars doesn't like being in Pisces, I'm sure Pisces is like, Mars again, but they find a way to work together. And again, it's increasing our desire for fun and excitement. Again, back to this energy of the beginning of May. Definitely what I was experiencing. So now we push along here to the next sextile, the next flow energy, and it's Mercury in Gemini sextiling Venus in Aries. And that means a fun loving influence, making this a great day or two to relax and unwind. There can be less stress and more harmony in your relationships with a greater ability to express love and affection. Doing business is also favored as the ability to find win-win situations. That becomes increased. There's a great opportunity to resolve conflict or break down any barriers to progress. And I personally had that experience in some business that I'm doing. So again, this beautiful flow energy coming in. You know, Mercury is all about communication and writing, our thinking. And so this lovely sextiling with Venus really got some things moving in a beautiful, loving way. Yeah, yeah. So again, I hope that again you think about that. What was going on for you? Now, next, after those sextiles, um, we got on Monday, May 2nd. I'm jumping back a little. And then on Thursday, May 5th, these two aspects that were important, I didn't want to leave them out for you. See, all of this is leading up to the eclipse message. So again, we got this lovely flow. Now let's see what else is going on. So we had on the 2nd Venus entering Aries. Why is that important? Because it brings with it this energy that asks, are you ready to say yes to only who and what you love? Yeah, meaning I'm going to let go of giving my power away. I'm going to let go of giving my power away. And as it says here too, this transit brings the opportunity for a total rebirth of the heart. So Venus and Aries coming together, very nice aspect. Didn't want you to miss out on that. And again, Venus just moved out of Pisces. The other aspect is the fact that the Sun conjunct Uranus in Taurus. And here's the significance to that. Um, this alignment screams freedom, creativity, and authenticity. We are encouraged to break out of our comfort zone and fly. Keep an open mind and see what the world brings to you. So, again, a really, really nice conjunction. And another astrologer says it signals a time of excitement, unexpected change, freedom, and rebellion. You should feel a strong urge to break free from routine, doing something totally different from your normal activities. And again, that energy being there for us, you know, to help us keep moving, keep flowing. Again, all of this within the first 7 days of May. So you should have had some good flow energy. I know that some friends in the Midwest, the weather got you got summer showed up in Wisconsin, and all of that just helps with the flow. So there's been some good flow going on. Now, Tuesday, May 10th, very interesting day because we had Mercury going retrograde. Yeah. Now, this is an interesting retrograde season because Mercury is going not only into retrograde in Gemini, but it will shift over into Taurus. So we get kind of two phases of this retrograde. The first one is started on the 10th, it lasts until the 22nd. And so here's some information for you. Greg Crawford, a great astrologer, I really love. He really gets a mythic understanding behind astrology and teaches about that so well. So I pulled this quote from him. He says, Personal material in need of deeper engagement can be excavated, dug up, bringing opportunities for insight that can catalyze significant growth and foster breaking out of stuck patterns. There we go back to that break down, break up, and getting to the breakthrough. As part of this process, however, we may need to return to long standing issues in need of release, reworking, or reintegration. What does that mean? That means that we're in a period of Mercury retrograde, which is what, right? It's a pause. It's a quarterly pause where we're supposed to stop and do exactly what he's saying here. Open up to learning. What do I need to release? What needs to get reworked or rewired? What do I need to reintegrate into my thinking, my physical experience, my life in general? Also, as I wrote here for you, Gemini is known for its restlessness. So during this first part of the retrograde, we can expect to feel mentally nervous and all over the place, like kind of jittery, like I was today. Taking breaks from work, technology, and social media will be crucial and will allow us to reset our brains and regulate the incoming waves of data. Yeah, there's a lot of solar flare activity going on. I even heard that there's couple of asteroids that are coming close to the Earth. So all of that energy is these are waves of data that come in. So grounding techniques like meditation. I also suggest hemisync or binaural videos. Because it gets information into both sides of your brain. It's really cool, but using those are going to be really helpful. I've been using some and it's made quite a difference because this energy is really huge, folks. It's no joke. And it's really easy for you to feel overwhelmed, like there's too much going on. You don't know what's going on, but it's like it's too much going on. So being able to take this time of this Mercury retrograde, which goes into June, to really take a break, especially from all the electronic stuff and the social media. You'll really, really appreciate it. Now, the second part of the retrograde is that Mercury is going to go into Taurus. Here's what Greg Crawford says about that. Again, remember, break up, break down, break through. After passing through the phase of putrefaction and purification, there will be especially intense leading up to Mercury's union with the Sun on May 21st. We may experience renewal on the other side as Mercury returns to forward motion in the beginning of June. So, in other words, all of this breakup, breakthrough, breakdown, it has a great purpose, but it can be a little intense. So, from the 23rd, he's saying here from the 21st, moving into June the 3rd, just expect things to get a little tight. And as I wrote here for you, during the second phase, our patience may get stretched, but we can persist by using the time to do inner and outer self care. I can't stress that enough. That's what I've been doing in April. I initiated it in April. I've continued in May and will hopefully continue for the rest of my life to really very consciously do my inner and outer self care on a daily basis, not save it for just the weekend. The last few days of Mercury retrograde will be about investing our mental energy, time, and effort into grounding the ideas that came to us during the first part of the retrograde when we were in Gemini, so that we can soon begin to gain a solid footing. Yeah, very, very, very cool. So again, have that expectation that this time from May 10th through June 3rd is really asking you to slow down, take a break, let some things go, see what's working, what's not working, shift things around so that you can really go forward when June 3rd rolls in. Yeah, cool stuff. All right. Now, on Wednesday, the 11th, here's what we had. We had Jupiter entering Aries. And here's why this is important because Jupiter was just in Pisces, like I said, and that was that inner expansion. Now that it's going into Aries from May 10th through October 27th, we're going to get this outer expansion. Yes, more opportunities to choose love over fear, to experience your compassion. And as it says here, Jupiter in Aries is big and bold. This shift kicks off a new cycle for Jupiter around the zodiac. And from this day on, we attract more abundance when we follow our goals in a fiery, non apologetic manner. A whole new area of your life will come into focus. Suddenly, something will require your attention, and not just for 1 week or two, but for an entire year. So, again, very, very beautiful message. Very good for us to know that all of the work we're doing to, clean out, break up, break down, break open, break through has this great purpose because of the expansion that is going to be showing up in our external world for us. Yeah, absolutely. Now, tomorrow, big day. There are three aspects in this day, and that's usual. Usually you get like one or two, but three is a lot. So if you're feeling a little tired today, whatever's going on, it can be because the energy is pushing up, crunching up, because on the 16th is when we get the eclipse. So here's what happens tomorrow for you to be aware of. We've got the sun in Taurus sextiling Neptune and Pisces, which again, this is a nice flow energy, right? And as it says here, our sensitive and psychic natures are peaked. We should be more receptive to the whispers of the universe. Listen closely. You're being guided now. You can enjoy a greater feeling of connectedness with other people and the entire universe. Yes. So, again, for those of us who are empaths, who are light workers, who are shamans and healers, just know that we're going to feel that push up of the connected, of the, energy coming to us more easily. Yeah, more easily. Which means that we really need to be taking care of ourselves because we're going to be lit. We are going to be lit. I mean, I'm already feeling that now, even doing this astrology for you. I am feeling lit. Then, also on the same day, we get right now, which has been an annual event of Venus and Chiron conjuncting in Aries. And as you see, last year it was on March 28th, and this year it is happening now. It's happening tomorrow on May 15th. As it says here, Venus conjunct Chiron is our chance to heal the heart. Yes, heal the heart, embrace our feelings, become more compassionate, and experience real love, authentic love. But it comes as a result of a healing crisis. Chiron is the wounded healer of our galaxy, the energy that reminds us that we have to continuously take on, right? Healing our wounds, healing ancestral wounds, as it says here. It's a chance to heal the heart by surfacing old repressed emotions, including ancestral wounds. So, some of that psychic ability that is going to get amped up could be bringing some revelations about your core wound, about some trauma in your past. And we want that. We want that stuff that's been bedrock in our subconscious to move up and out. So be conscious of that. Don't fight it. When the pain comes up, welcome it and say, okay, okay. I'm telling you, it's usually old pain. It's usually stuff you've been through already. So this isn't about let me repeat what I've already gone through. No, this is about let me acknowledge that as a human being, I got wounds, I got pain, I got stuff from my ancestors, and I can let that go. So don't sedate it, don't ignore it, don't run from it. If you need to talk with somebody that you trust and can be vulnerable with, yes, do that. Um, you know, grab a pillow, get into a fetal position, whatever you need to do, but let that pain come through you. You're going to feel so much better than if you anesthetize yourself or take some kind of drug or indiscriminate sex, all the things that don't last, they're not going to really take the pain away. Um, I recommend chocolate more than any kind of drug when that kind of pain comes up. But again, we can be conscious about this. You don't have to be knocked in the head by it. You can say, okay, something may push up and I'm going to allow it and I'm going to let it go. And then lastly, we get the only square of the first half of May, and it's the Sun in Taurus squaring Saturn in Aquarius. What does that mean? As Saturn is a planet of mastery, really self mastery too, you may experience an illumination of changes occurring in the underlying structures of your life. See how that weaves in with the Chiron and Venus, conjunction pushing up some old stuff. Yeah. So take time today to reflect upon the best way to respond to any challenges. Like I said, chocolate instead of some drug or indiscriminate sex. That's the best way to go. So the 15th, we get this beautiful, and let me just push back again so you can see. We get this beautiful sextile between Sun and Taurus, Neptune and Pisces. Really good energy, that we're being guided, spirits around us, your ancestors are talking to you. But know that they're there to support you through this healing crisis that may occur, and the degree of it will depend on what it is you need right now in your life to get freed up. Yeah, and to that Uranian energy we've got. And then the square energy, which is a tight energy, again, designed to help us become conscious of what we need to release. Yeah. And now, the drum roll. What all of those sextiles and all of this Chiron and Venus stuff has been leading up to, everything's been leading up to the lunar eclipse, total lunar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio during our full moon. And according to Native Americans, this is called a flower moon because it happens in May. Now, there's a lot I could tell you about this eclipse, and I ain't going to tell you all of a lot. I'm going to tell you enough so that you make the best use of it possible. Okay. When you're setting your intentions for the full moon, as it says here, total eclipses are the most intense and life changing type of eclipses. I'll repeat that. Total eclipses are the most intense and life changing type of eclipses. Whatever happens around this eclipse, it is meant to be. There's nothing to fear. Be open to whatever comes. So, intention setting for this eclipse, you want to be able to really focus on having the courage that you need in order to be able to accept what is being eclipsed, what is being changed in your life. That's the intention you want to go for. Now, some of you may know what that change is, you may know what that shift is, but even if you know, there could be another part to it that you didn't know. So keep yourself open to learning and ask for the courage and the strength to be, held to be able to accept what is coming. Now, one of my favorite astrologers is Lena Stevens, and this is what she says about this eclipse. And again, I'll leave her information too in the description box below the video. So you can go to our website, which is the Power Path, all one word, .com, and get some more of her message. It's so beautiful. She says, this is a transformational time that can expose issues that need to be addressed, processed, and changed. You can also be inspired to manage your obstacles in a new creative way. Be encouraged to think and problem solve outside of the box with a focus on improvement and innovation. Creative thinking will be rewarded with new solutions to old problems. Whatever else happens, keep your energy light, your vibration as high as possible, and your thoughts positive. Bring beauty into your life and fill yourself with inspiration and intention to move forward in a positive way, no matter what. Yes, 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 yes. Isn't that just beautiful? It's just like wonderful. So yeah, we're in a very transformazing time, as my friend Noor says. A lot of shifting going on, a lot of stuff happening, but we don't have to stay stuck in it. We can use it to our benefit. We can use it as a time to move ourselves out of the trenches of where we've been stuck so that we can get to the promise of this Jupiter and Aries expansion of the experience of who we are and get us to our fulfillment and happy endings in life. I want to remind you that I will be doing a live broadcast, Black Hole Radio, Blog Talk Radio, Wisdom Walk Talk. You can find the link for that at my Facebook page, Wisdom Walk Radio, also on my Facebook group, Wisdom Walk Community. And I will also be doing a video of that should be available by the end of next week, the first two parts of that broadcast. I'm talking about creating your eye in the storm of what we're going through. And the first part was letting go, letting in. And then tomorrow I'll be talking about loving yourself first. So it'll be at 4 p.m. Pacific time, which is 5 p.m. Pacific time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern, and all in between. So there you have it. The astrology for this first half of May. I will be returning with the latter part of May, probably in another week and a half. Let little things go through, unless there's something really important. But I think this first part of May was the most intense, important stuff. And so I wanted to make sure you had that. So have a very healthy, safe, and wise eclipse experience tomorrow into Monday. Be conscious that some pain may come up, but it's only there to help you grow, heal, evolve into more of the truth of who you are. I love you so much. Thank you for watching and listening in. Again, any questions, any comments, put them in the comment section below the video. And I look forward to my next live stream for you on astrology for self mastery. Good night now.